bullets ain't got no name? I said, yeah. He said, I done seen it happen. We got cracking. 6 minutes later, they was right back at us. 10 minutes later, we was right back at them. I said, yeah. He said, bro, it's talking about you.
What's up, Ballin' Media Squad? It's your boy Cookie back at you with another one. But first, AIM Squad, please keep on liking and watching them videos and getting the numbers up to the stratosphere like you guys have been doing. If you guys could, please like, comment, share the video. And if you're new, please subscribe. But if you're a returning viewer and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. That's all you have to do. But if you wish to donate to the channel, you go to Cash App. My cash tag is $cookie802VT. So this one is going to be about how I believe I have located the information we need to better understand this Nipsey Hussle situation, and that Ericholder indeed was not acting alone. He said that Nipsey called him a snitch, and then the new court video you can see playing in the background right now, he walks up to him, shakes his hand, and bumps up and daps everybody up. Go gets his food, pays for it, still looking at Nipsey like, you know, like he has animosity towards him. He's kept looking at him, staring at him like he knew already what was going to happen. This was not a crime of, you know, passion or just in the heat of the moment. Goes and gets his food and then he comes back and he daps up Cowboy. Nipsey was talking to somebody else, and then he leaves and then comes back and does what he does. Now, to a lot of people, that would just be an open and shut thing. When it comes to gang killings and all this, a lot of people in the public, they really don't give a fuck about it. You know, they'll just say that they're gang members and that they're the scum of the earth. But in actuality, they're people too, just like anyone else. They just had a different road than what you had, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really knock somebody for doing what they're doing. That's just the environment that they got put in. I've seen a lot of albums in the years past, a lot of them have product of my environment, which I highly believe that, you know, people get put into these environments. You don't even know that you're going there, you're just born there or adopted there or whatever, and then you have to fend for yourself. It's like you're getting chucked into the jungle with the lions, tigers, and bears, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I did a Chicago Mike Dicka, bears. Back to Ericholder. I believe that he had already had this planned out with somebody or multiple people, that this was going to happen to Nipsey Hussle, and that it really wasn't just Nipsey Hussle calling him a snitch. I think that was the cop out, you know what I'm saying? Ericholder knows this, I believe. I really do, that he knows that if he says what really is going on, obviously he's going to be put under the jail, but he doesn't want to be. He really thinks that he has a chance to beat this, because I think in the beginning he said that the government paid him off to hit up Nipsey Hussle. That is where this man comes into play, and his name is Firebug. He was the leader of the blood set that Nipsey Hussle's Rolling 60 Crip set was always at war with, you know, down on Gaza Strip, as Firebug likes to call it. Now, the reason I'm bringing up this man's name and his association with this opposition blood set to Nipsey Hussle's Crip set was the blood set that I'm talking about. That was the peace treaty that Nipsey Hussle, I believe, was trying to set up through Firebug, and then he was telling the LAPD he was going to have a meeting with them about how he's uniting the gangs in the neighborhood. And like I said, he was not supposed to be uniting these people. These people were never supposed to be united. It's just the way the hires, you know, planned this whole system out. They're just not supposed to. They're supposed to be ops for life. It's just like the Democratic and Republican parties. One's red, one's blue. You ever see them really getting along? No. But that's another one. I'm not even getting into that. But like I said, I believe that this blood set was the one Nipsey got killed over for trying to unite. Or is that the story that they want us to hear? Let's hear a couple of interviews with Firebug, and I'll break them down in a second here when we get back to you.
So how did you feel like, because I know it's like a different, like it's a lot of different rules and stuff in LA, Cali, whatever. And y'all's is like, y'all like really have real beef, like longevity beef. We're the closest things to each other. And y'all the closest things to each other. So how? Closest things to each other. So what was going through your mind really, like, what, not even really just going through your mind, like what did people expect when like y'all was to beat up? From the outside looking in, yeah, it's people basing their opinions and everything off what they read. Right there where we at, and I like to call it the Gaza Strip, which is Hyde Park. We call it the Gaza Strip. For years, Palestine and Israel been at it. We Palestine and Israel. Right now, Hyde Park, the only thing that separates us is a stoplight. You know what I'm saying? You could walk in the store to get a drink, and you feel me? Yeah. And a pack of cigarettes and come out no longer. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm finna go out for a walk up the street, walk up the stop sign, shortest stroll be the longest trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been that way. So for us to sit down and just even communicate and not to be captured, it's like, damn, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy. So.
Okay, so is it true, like, they say, like, it was a point where Nipsey was thinking, like, okay, we need to come to a point where we not come together or nothing like that, but just, like, cease the gunfire and beef and all that stuff as it was. Is that true?
All respect on that man name. So,
Yeah.
we the type that we know what needs to be said, and everybody will talk about it in a secret congregation.
Right.
But when it comes time, ain't nobody gonna step up and say it. You the ones that's gonna say it, you feel me?
Right.
And it's gonna be factual and it's gonna be righteous. And being that person, or those type of people that come once every so often, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's pretty much like you already know your life is like on the next level, you feel me? You know what it is.
Right.
You know what it is, you wake up to it, you see it, probably tell those around you, but you still keep pushing toward it, you feel me?
Right.
And everybody else gonna turn back. You know, but at the same time, that's a burden on you because it makes you, people hate what they can't understand, and that's what that, you feel me?
Right.
A person like him was. All them two sit down and talk mustard, they talking about a peace treaty. I'm one man. It's a legion of my homies. He's one man. It's a legion of his homies. Even with the most influence in the world, who are you to sit down and, you feel me?
Right.
So, and based on the type of people that we are, I don't care where you at in the world, man. Peace treaty, that, to me, that's a form of, I'm throwing that out there, the Rockies to sleep. Feel me? Because when you think about two sworn enemies, or any type of opposing fractions anywhere on earth, when you say words as peace treaty, you gotta take into account if my legion is 200 deep, and we got 100 informants, snitches, moles, whatever you wanna call it, weaseling around, that we ain't exterminated and took care of, how I'ma join hands with a sworn enemy that's 300 deep. And they got 200 informants running around. So now we gonna join hands and let them breed and clone. And now we got a whole, now everything need to be fumigated. You feel me? Them is things you gotta think about when you say words like peace treaty. I'm not with none of that. It gets so deep, you know what I'm saying, that it get deep, you feel me? Like I said, we never, but we did, you know what I'm saying? And he told me 2 incidents that I never even remember. So that let me know right there, like,
well, we went over all this right there at the restaurant.
well, we talked about
This
he was standing there.
24, 36 hours before called passed through ericholder.
Man, we was texting 9 something that night. That happened in the afternoon the next day, and he he sent that tweet out, so obviously everything we talked about was still on his mind to make him say having strong enemies is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted
Do you
to.
think that was possibly referring to you?
I know it was referring to me.
So, when everybody was reading right in aftermath, trying to figure out what happened, at first it was being written up like, oh, that meant there was some threat around it. But really, it was a positive thing of someone that technically is my enemy or used to be has helped me as strong as I am, and I bumped into one of them and we had a hard conversation.
When I say it gets so deep, right?
It is deep.
When he told me about his song, he said, bro, bullets ain't got no name. I said, yeah. He said, I done seen it happen. We got cracking. 6 minutes later, they was right back at us. 10 minutes later, we was right back at them. I said, yeah. He said, bro, it's talking about you. You feel me? And it took me back, you feel me? Because it done been a situation where something happened and it led to about 5 shootings in one day. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And we took a strong casualty on one of those trips. You feel me?
That's amazing.
So we hear Firebug talking about his interactions with Nipsey Hussle over the years, and Firebug is a little bit older than Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey remembers him allegedly when he was growing up, and Firebug's name was already ringing in the streets. And then as Nipsey grew up and where he got to be the leader, he rubbed elbows with Firebug because Firebug was the leader of the opposition Bloodset, and who else is he going to talk to try to mend this war that's going on so that everybody can make money? I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but if you listen to the interview, I believe that Firebug was just going along with whatever Nipsey wanted to do so that basically he could catch him lacking, if you will. And right before Nipsey Hussle passed away, he tweeted out that having strong enemies is a blessing, and this is the man that he was talking about. Now, did Firebug sit down with the LAPD or someone in there by himself telling him what Nipsey Hussle had planned? Basically, was his plan to go along with it and, like he said, rock him to sleep? You know, because like he said, when someone comes out with a peace treaty, he is assuming that it's to rock him to sleep. So I think that Firebug went along with it so that he could get the upper hand on Nip at some point in time. Firebug even said himself that one of the times that there was a back and forth war going on with Nipsey's Crip set and his Blood set, that there were some major losses in those hits. You know, I'm not sure who he lost, but it had to have been someone pretty damn close to him for saying that those were some major hits to his heart. Well, he didn't say it that way. He said that we just took some big losses, but I took it as it was someone that was close to Firebug, and he still has animosity towards the Rolling 60 Crip set. A lot of these leaders in these notorious gangs, a lot of them have read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and if you guys haven't, I highly recommend reading that book. So both of these high-ranking members, Nipsey Hussle, Firebug, they know exactly what to say and how to say it to get people to go along with it. Now, is that what Firebug did with Ericolder? I don't know if there's a link between them. I'm still looking for it, and if you guys could help me out, if you know a link, drop it in the comment section. But I believe that Ericolder, his mind is like a sponge, I believe. All you have to do is talk him into something and to believe that he's doing something for the better good of the gang, even though he's dealing with his ops. All Firebug would have to say is that, hey, Nipsey's treating you like shit. You should be here, but you're still here doing this little bitch ass shit. And if you do this, take Nipsey out, you just open yourself a door. But hey, that's just my opinion. Now this brings me to Jay Stone and Black Sam. Prior to Nipsey getting shot, allegedly Jay Stone says that he was already in traffic on the way to the store to see Nipsey. Now that's all fine and dandy if Nipsey never got assassinated. It was just another day until that happened, allegedly. Why was he already on the way up there when this tragedy happened? Like I said, fuck a coincidence. There are none in this industry. This is a dark fucking industry, and they will take you out and help you look for the killer, even though it's them. So Jay Stone says that he was in traffic when he got the call. Why were you already in traffic, Jay Stone? Did someone previously called you and tell you to head to Nipsey so you can be in the area for when he gets shot? Just seems fishy to me that he was so close to Nipsey when Nipsey got shot. And then Black Sam, his loving brother allegedly, he showed up too prior to the cops and the ambulance. Now how did these two people get there so fucking quick on this particular day when an assassination of Nipsey Hussle happened? They were just in the fucking area? I mean, come on, that's bullshit. All these people were in the area while their friend was getting assassinated. You should have been there, right? Not just in the area waiting for the call that the job is done. That's why I think they were all in the area, so that they could get there just like that and no one would think twice about it. This is what Jay Stone had to say about the situation.
As far as when you found out he got shot, immediate reaction, like tell me exactly in the moment, where was you?
I mean, you know, I was already in traffic on my way up there, so when I got the call, like
It was just on your way, just general investment.
We just heard Jay Stone say what he was doing when he got the call. Now, I already said it, but I'm going to reiterate it. What are the chances that two of his closest people were in the area to show up within 5 minutes on his assassination day? What are the chances of that happening? And if you take a read of the article that Black Sam gave to the LA Times, he specifically says there's no reason for Nipsey to still be breathing when he showed up. Like, basically he was in shock that he was still breathing, like in shock that wow, he survived it, or wow, like Ericholder did a shitty fucking job and didn't kill him. You know, that's how I took it. It all matters with how people are saying things and the etymology of the words that they're using. And if you don't know what etymology means, it's basically just the breakdown of words and their origins. But after taking a look at all this stuff that I presented you guys, AIM Squad, you really have to take into consideration that Nipsey Hussle was indeed set up and assassinated for doing the things he was doing in his community. It wasn't to do with the gangs or anything like that. Well, it was, like he was trying to unite them. But other than that, I believe it's all on the LAPD. They are definitely involved with this somehow. And if it's not them, then it's some other ghost organization that's involved with the local government and the higher federal government in California, specifically LA County. At the end of the day, Nipsey Hussle was taken out of this world for what he was doing with his community and trying to uplift the people. And when you try to uplift and unite people that are not supposed to be united and uplifted in the eyes of our oppressors, then that's a big fucking problem to you. Because the oppressors have everything at their disposal to take you out, while you just have you and the ones that are loyal to you around you. And I believe Nipsey Hussle was tricked into thinking that he had loyalty around him, when really he had enemies and unloyal sons of bitches around him. Nipsey Hussle knew it too. He really did. And I'm gonna quote him. He says, "Been stabbed in my heart so much, I learned to smile while I bleed." And that's really fucking deep, especially seeing what happened to him in the hands of people that loved him, alleged. Also, at the end of the day, Nipsey Hussle had a family and he was a great man. And I say, long live Nipsey Hussle. And with that being said, it's your boy Cookie with All In Media. It's all in or nothing. I'm out.